Between her and me, we are true sisters. Tonight we celebrate Tessie's homecoming to her final destiny, heaven in the presence of God. There is a mansion in heaven that God has prepared for her. There are also lots of crowns and rewards awaiting her. Although we cry because we miss her presence, we are very happy for her. My dear sister Tessie, I know you are here in spirit. You are not in the casket, you are here among the crowds of witnesses surrounding us, watching over us, cheering us on to make it like you did, because your victory lies in Jesus. I first met Tessie at a dinner party at my parents' home in Caloocan in the Philippines. My brother Bonner came and brought a pretty girlfriend. He introduced her to me and said, "This is Tessie." I said hello in a shy voice. I remember I admired her pretty tight-fitting dress, her great shapely body, high heels, long straight hair. And I admired how she was jolly, vivacious, charming, and so delightful to talk with. I admired that at 18, she already had her own business, a beauty parlor that she created by herself. Then fast forward years later, my parents decided to live in USA and we settled here in Los Angeles. I remember Tessie came to visit me. I was in school and that was the second time I met her. And then a few years later, I remember a cute little Marisa was born. Then after a year or two, another baby, cute little Ting was born. And then Bonner and Tessie decided to move back to the Philippines and started their own chain of restaurants called Pinausukan. Then we lost track with each other through time and distance. I got married, got busy with raising my two sons. Likewise, Tessie got busy and raised her kids, but she was raising lots of kids. I have new nieces and nephews popping up suddenly, whatever. They were a big, happy, Brady Bunch family. My fond memories of Tessie is her consistent dedication in the kitchen. She is my authentic Julia child at home. She hosted our Sunday family reunions with lots of gourmet food. Sometimes it's French cuisine, sometimes Spanish, different things. And all the other aunties, uncles, cousins, in-laws, they came on Sundays and they enjoyed fellowship and Tessie's cooking. And Tessie must have done this in a span of 10 years, over 10 years, in honor of my mother, so that her children and grandchildren would gather Sunday after Sunday until my mom passed away. Tessie loved my mom like her own. Whenever I visit the Philippines, I would ride with her to church. And I remember she would go to church alone by herself. She would go in an early morning service, and because Bonner did not go to church with her. I remember that she kept on with her faith, continued praying that someday her husband will also come to know Jesus in a personal way, grow spiritually, and eventually join her at church. Well, the Lord granted her prayer request. After some 20 years of praying, Bonner finally became a true believer in Jesus Christ until he passed away in 2006. Now they are together in heaven, enjoying the presence of God forever. I thank God so much for giving me a true sister who is a role model for me and for many women that knew her. Tessie was faithful in her daily quiet time with God, her daily Bible reading. She totally depended on God's word that He gave her the strength to do beyond what humanly we could not do. The verse resonates to me, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength," in Philippians 4:13. Tessie had strength to love unconditionally. She had strength to forgive those who offended her and kept forgiving again and again. She had the strength to give genuinely and did not expect anything in return. She gave her time, her money, her efforts to anyone who needs help. She was able to do all these things through Christ who strengthened her. Like the woman in Proverbs 31, Tessie was also practical, intelligent, resourceful. She was prayerful and enduring. She touched many lives, and no wonder our church is a full house tonight. The legacy of Tessie will live on. Let us imitate her life testimony. Let us read our Bibles daily, spend quiet time with God daily, as Tessie did. Let us be ready to forgive others always, and ask forgiveness in humility always, like Tessie did. Let us love others without conditions, and give generously without expecting a return, like Tessie did. Let us reach out to others through a phone call, a note card, a visit, even a mission trip like Tessie did. If there's anything to be accomplished in this memorial service that would make Tessie very happy, is that it would be that you and I would also commit and recommit our life to Jesus and honor God in our thoughts, words, and action, so that we may experience God's love and forgiveness like she did, and that we would have a heart overflowing in gratitude in all circumstances, like Tessie's heart. Well, my dear sister, it is not goodbye forever, but only good night for now. Until we meet again, I will miss you. Enjoy your heavenly kitchen. Love you.